you know, the electrical generator. In every science fiction movie, when you go into the mad scientist laboratory, there's always that little sound effects of the dynamo hum in the background. And since I like monster movies, I kept listening to these sound effects in the mad scientist room, you know, and there's always the dynamo hum, and that's what led me to do the song. I changed the phonetics of the word and then built a story around the name.
Jo, Frank Zappa är ett geni.
Overnight Sensation was the first album when I was actually the lead vocalist of the group. Because prior to that time, I'd been auditioning various lead vocalists all over the world trying to get them to sing my songs. They would work out for a while and then flunk. So I said, well, I'll just do it myself. And since I don't have a very good voice or a very large range, and since I have a very narrow spectrum of interest in terms of lyrics, I don't want to talk about anything. I sit here because somebody said you're going to do a television interview. Here I am. Ask me the questions. But like I said, you ask me a question, I'll tell you what I think. And the results, you never know what it's going to be.
I'm a little pimp with my hair gas bag. With my shoes on.
Why are you still in this? Why are you still making tours?
Well, I've been practicing for 14 years and I'm getting good at it now. My concert's just a concert. How dirty. No, it's special. I think that a lot of what I do is based on reporting. I see something and I report on what I see based on my point of view. My point of view is not a normal point of view, and I tell people about what I see about it. They can agree with it, or they can say it's bullshit, or whatever. I don't care. It's there for the ones who like it, for the ones who don't. There's millions of other groups. Yeah, I take a very cynical point of view. I think that being cynical is a positive value. I think that nobody should trust anybody else. I think that all people are assholes until proven different. And I think that if you take that point of view, you will be disappointed less in life. If you always expect the worst from people, then the minute they do something nice, it's a pleasure. If you think that people are good, then you'll always be disappointed because they're not. They don't care. You know? Don't expect friends. Don't expect fun. Don't expect a good life. Don't expect anything. And then if you get something, it's a bonus. Understanding the text isn't understanding the music or understanding the reasons for saying those words or playing that music. You know, English people don't get the idea of what we're doing.
Is your stage act influenced by this circumstance that the people don't understand the text?
Yeah, it is, especially when we're playing in places where there's very little English spoken. Because I don't think that it's fair to the audience to sit there and, you know, like for some of the songs, there's long stories that you have to tell before you play the song. So I just leave them out because the audience won't understand it. It won't help the song any.
There's one thing which is quite interesting. In the beginning, you were often criticizing the so-called American way of life. And years later, then more and more in your songs was one theme very important, was sexuality. How come?
Well, first of all, the original criticisms of the American way of life still stand true. Not only that, the records are still available. And only a moron repeats himself for the rest of his life. The stuff that I said on the first albums is still true. And they're still available. You want to hear that stuff? Go listen to those records. Somebody has to talk about sexuality. The rest of the people just talk around it. You know? I'm here to provide that service. To talk about the things that other people don't want to talk about. Dental floss. Anything.